We gon' blow trees. We gon' blow trees.
This is a DJ Yipster exclusive.
Forget the wine, little daddy. We gon' blow trees. Yes, we gon' blow trees. Forget the wine, little daddy. We gon' blow trees. We gon' blow trees. Put a fire to the blunt like left I did. The zoo cookies, yeah, we blowin' the bed. Medicinal marijuana use, bro, I'm just saying. Bring the wine, little daddy, yeah, sparkle rosé. Get diamonds, doing a cha-cha. Executing, getting this guapa, mañana. Like George Lopez, watch out. Poppy un momento, pussy fresh like a box of Mentos. Haha, I'm planning trips to Bahamas. Your t-shirt, my panties, nigga, no drama. Celebrating all the money moves we be making. Feels good to be counting money instead of cupcaking. Forget the wine, little daddy. We gon' blow trees. Yes, we gon' blow trees. Forget the wine, little daddy. We gon' blow trees. We gon' blow trees.
The Sonic is a product, agriculture, not animals. Backwood pre-rolls, pounds, not kilos. Bands, not C-notes. Blew it in the crib set. Harlem of the West, MOE, not the dip set. Weed in my piss test, PO is a patient. Farm, not a grow house. Bands like a spaceship. Warren since Vegas, just good old day. When the sack was done, $50 an 8. Ease my back pains, relieve my anxiety. Make my racks gain fucks and sobriety. Put it in the air, yeah, nigga.
Forget the wine, little daddy. We gon' blow trees. Yes, we gon' blow trees. Forget the wine, little daddy. We gon' blow trees. We gon' blow trees. Forget the wine, little daddy. We gon' blow trees. Yes, we gon' blow trees. Forget the wine, little daddy. We gon' blow trees. We gon' blow trees.
Gang. We back on that bullshit. Why niggas hate, so we gotta keep that broomstick. We got a ball, pockets gotta fill with blue strips. It's Say City, 27, yeah, we ruthless. Little nigga, yeah, I'm back on my bullshit. Why niggas hate, so we gotta keep that broomstick. We got a ball, pockets gotta fill with blue strips. It's Say City, 27, yeah, we ruthless.
We headed straight to the top. Back on my bullshit, no, I can't stop. Now 19, no stop. Play with the fan, put him in the box. Look at my neck and my watch. Tryna be me, but nigga, you not. Niggas be talking to cops, but hella quiet when we been in your block. Hey, keep that same energy, cause niggas not friends to me. I'm tryna ball MVP, niggas don't fuck with ring cause they enemies. And I give a fuck if we family. Got my check up, now niggas can't stand me. MCD bitch, we up next. All you niggas is Kotex. Water down, let it talk when we not around. MCD, we the hottest out. 2020, 50 ballin' out. Fuck Corona, we ain't in the drought. Yeah, I'm back on my bullshit. I just got a broomstick, full stick. Please don't make me use it.
We back on that bullshit. Why niggas hate, so we gotta keep that broomstick. We got a ball, pockets gotta fill with blue strips. It's Say City, 27, yeah, we ruthless. Little nigga, yeah, I'm back on my bullshit. Why niggas hate, so we gotta keep that broomstick. We got a ball, pockets gotta fill with blue strips. It's Say City, 27, yeah, we ruthless. I'm a fucking star, bitch. I'm finna really blow up. These niggas talking all that rah like they want some smoke. Yeah, we gon' give it to them. They could really have it. Call my ace out the back, that steady, bout that static. We bout that bullshit. Ring turn me up. Big Hefty always bout that money, never buy no slug. You know if I hop up on that verse, you know I'm going nuts. Turning up with the gang, you know we going up. It's born rich, bitch. Thought you really knew. Smoking cook, my eyes low, look like I got the flu. I'm a shit talker, that's just what I do. I'm steady hanging with the yours, my gas a nigga fool. Cause nigga, we back on that bullshit. Why niggas hate, so we gotta keep that broomstick. We got a ball, pockets gotta fill with blue strips. It's Say City, 27, yeah, we ruthless. Little nigga, yeah, I'm back on my bullshit. Why niggas hate, so we gotta keep that broomstick. We got a ball, pockets gotta fill with blue strips. It's Say City, 27, yeah, we ruthless.
Getting pussy, getting lit till the day I'm done. I'm a rider till the wheels fall off, son. Now tell me why I wouldn't wanna get high or have a fine ass bra rubbing hard on my thigh. Yeah, I can't lie, it ain't perfect all the time, but I've traveled so far down the line that I can't turn back. It ain't hard to tell. I'm so deep that I'm halfway to hell, so I might as well go ahead and get my money's worth before the day comes that my family gotta come to earth and tell them to rehearse my eulogy. Some people might say I've been living foolishly, but I disagree, I'm just living it up, cause it's so much more fun when you don't give a fuck.
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
You wanna have some fun?
How much does fun cost?
Well, for 20, you could get a lap dance, but for 100, you could come back with me to the private room.
Oh, I think I like private room. Let's go. I'm halfway there. And I ain't got nowhere else to go. I'm halfway there. I keep
I got a porn collection big enough to fill a store. I got a weed plant taller than a sycamore, and I got more if I need it. And if I get bored, then I delete it, and then I just repeat it. My life is just one big trip, so it's no wonder why I'm falling like this. Can't get a grip. It's almost like I'm not awake, like a bad dream that feels great, so I get high to concentrate. Like, hey, what's up, man? What is it? Okay, I take a slow hit, try to erase my blues. I ain't tripping cause I got nothing to lose. Why do I use? Why do I love booze? Because I win even when I lose.
I'm halfway to hell. And I ain't got nowhere else to go. I'm halfway to hell. I keep falling.
Give you everything, would do anything for it. Now I'm gonna give it up, yeah. No, yeah. Gave you everything, would do anything for it. Now I'm gonna give it up, yeah.
Ooh, what's the feeling? It's euphoria. It's the type of love that directors make a story of. It's the type that makes you get a ring, have a wedding on the beach with your friends and a honeymoon in Kokomo. Man, she had my heart like an open door, overload. Fiend for her love like a drug and an overdose. Ignored the red flags and crips round some Suwus. Now I'm the fool, the one left jumping through hoops.
Baby, I go on my way to do things for you. So crazy, talking every speak rings for you. For the first time, I know what it feels to share. Oh, but what good is that if getting hurt is all it does? Cause now I feel gave you everything that you would do anything for. And now I'm gonna give it all. Gave you everything that you would do anything for. And now I'm gonna give it all. Feelings that we used to feel gone away. Future we supposed to have thrown away. Ignoring all the signs that came along the way. Till now we can't even get along with it. Things went back. Where to go in time? Time went back. Where to go? Try to show you how I lived before you. You would only give and no.
You started off so strong, I thought I met the woman for me. So I came on correct than any other one before me. I was looking past your scars, I was looking at your heart. You were looking out for you, I was looking out for ours. You say you ride or die, I think you like the sound of it. When the times are tough, you ain't the type to stick around for it. I ain't gonna be the one that's hounding it, I'm grounding it. Even though it's hard to take the steps to turn around from it. I ain't for the meddling or settling, especially when I can have it better with Loretta, Kim, and Evelyn. You can call it petty, but I revel it, cause I was taking chances to have me completely out of my element. You ain't even deserve it, I gave it still. I done picked the groceries, made the meal, and paid the bill. And you ain't even had the decency to even clean the dishes. I'm finally chucking deuces to this bitch, man. I swear she had me.
Caught up, give you everything that you need. Would do anything for. Now I'm gonna give it all. Caught up, gave you everything. Would do anything for. Now I'm gonna give it up. Baby, not the type of person that you claim to be. So crazy, type of bitch I'll be ashamed to be. Fooled me twice, now shame on me. Crazy thing, don't want the ish explained to me. Cause all I'll be is gave you everything that would do anything for. Now I'm gonna give it all. Oh yeah. Gave you everything that would do anything for. And now I'm gonna give it all. Feelings that we used to feel gone away. Future we supposed to have thrown away. Ignored all the signs that came along the way. Till now we can't even get along today. When things went bad, where to go? When time went bad, where to go? Try to show you life never did before. But you only taking never giving. My feelings, the future, and you ignore it until now. When time try to show you life, baby, but you never give it up.
Dedicated to my best friend, yeah, my lover and my best friend. I love you, best friend. Hey, Black Milk on the beat. Yeah. She stood about 5'6" with some nice sized tits. Her GSLs make a nigga bust quick. She only gets submissive when I'm giving her the dick. Any other time she bossy playing hard to get. We were friends before lovers, that's some real nigga shit. We both have a past and we recognize this. We don't put a title on our relationship. She lets me do me and I appreciate this. She's my best friend. Sometimes I wish she was my girlfriend. I want her all to myself, fuck her X-Men. I know better than to let my feelings get in the way of our friendship, that will be a sin. But it's hard because she's beautiful and hella cool. She's really smart, like the same things that I do. Now I'm confused and don't know what to do. I'm getting mad when she tell me she talked to other dudes. We argue on the phone, she hang up in my face. I'm feeling bad cause we ain't talked in a couple days. I text good morning love, she reply good morning babe. I text back I apologize, she text back it's okay. We back talking again, I'm having better days. I got it bad, call me Usher Ray. I love my best friend, I love her even when she tell me that she don't want to be more than just friends. Cause even though I want her as my girlfriend, my heart knows that it's best she be my best friend. I love you, best friend. Black Milk on the beat. My lover and my best friend.
Now normally, my notepad end up like a beach in Normandy. A lot of carnage, a lot of casualties. It's a gory scene on my Robert Horry thing. Big shot Sean, living evidence, proof hip-hop's not gone. Fucking with your bitch, getting head up out her ass. Wouldn't fuck with you if she had her head up out her ass.
lousy husband, I made a splendid dad. It was like popping the top off a shaking soda, it fizzled fast. The writing was on the wall like hieroglyphics. I was selling bullshit that was very buyer specific, admired and gifted. The murder for hire, lyrics sometimes talents the gas that sets fire to friendships. A 4-alarm blaze, a forecasting the pain is hell, and I don't mean like when water's colder than rain. My frigid heart got my temper shorter than midget cars, but victory got him raising to my extended arm. So if ever you was feeling the feeling to bring you closer to me, let this testimony make you feel as if you're rolling with me. If you're feeling the feeling to bring you close to me, let this testimony make you feel as if you roll with me. You ever feeling the feeling to bring you closer to me, let this testimony make you feel as if you're rolling with me. You ever feeling the feeling that bring you close to me, let this testimony make you feel as if you roll. You ever feel so sure about something no one can tell you different? You're passionate about it when you spout it, when you're supposed to listen.
What up, everybody? This your boy DJ Rowe, and we're on Anna's Global History Radio. Anna, you in the building?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. Hey, what's up, Roselle?
What is up?
How's it going?
It's good.
Good. You have a good weekend?
Yes, ma'am. How about you?
It was good. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I made it to church today, and then I went by the library for a couple minutes. Vallejo has a program called Sister Cities, and it's a national program that was started in the 1950s by President Eisenhower. And it's where cities develop relationships with each other and visit each other and develop trade relationships and stuff. So it's been going on for a while. When I moved here, I went to a couple of their events, and yeah, so it's kind of interesting. I had forgot there. Well, I knew since I've been there, I mean, they've gone to a couple African cities. They've gone to, I remember them going to Mexico and some cities in the Philippines. And yeah, I don't remember what else, but apparently they have sister cities in Afghanistan and in Russia. I have to look back. I had no idea that they had them in Afghanistan. So that's pretty interesting.
Nice.
Yeah. But I mean, it's supposed to generate connections for the city. It's the sort of thing that I'm always a little suspicious of, about whether how much money the city pays for stuff like that. People pay their own money to go on the trips, but there's always ways to get about that. It was one of the things that I made some comment about, and people got all mad at me, but it's, they have to figure out some way to justify it, I guess. There's worse things. There's worse uses of money. Like Vallejo has participatory budgeting, which I'm not wild about either, but I have too many friends that are involved with it. But one of the McCune collection. See, I never forget, man. I want those old books that nobody looks at sent someplace, and they need to be gotten rid of. There needs to not be, that space needs to be used for something else. And people say, but there's art exhibits there. Yeah, and that has nothing to do with all those books, and that could continue to happen, and the space should be used for other things. Not enough people know about it, because definitely you have to be patient about stuff like that. That's the secret. You just have to be patient. Last week was a appreciation dinner for the commissions. And so I went to that. The invitation had gone out months ago, and I felt at the time that I hadn't even really done anything so far as a commissioner. I still don't feel like I've done that much. But yeah, so I went to it and I was sitting. So I told you about on the last show, did I talk about the Measure P meeting to decide on recommendations for taxes?
Um, I don't know if I don't think you talked about that.
Okay, so I'm on a commission to recommend how the city spends the sales tax. And
Mhm.
the city had told the commission that they drafted 9 priorities. And I've talked to you about this. See, I get mixed up. People, I get a little mixed up about what I've just talked to Roselle about and what I've talked to everybody else about. Yeah, we had the pleasure. Yeah. Your hosts actually are friends, you guys. um, so they said that there were 9 priorities, and that's stupid. That's not how priorities are supposed to look like. You should have like your areas of interest, and priorities should be no more than 3 things. That just doesn't make sense. So the way it was set up, so each department would submit a proposal, and I thought that there should just be fewer proposals submitted and it should be narrowed down a lot more, but that's not how it works. I might have I I might have realized that if I'd actually read more of the material before the first meeting. I mean, they wasted all of our time. We had to do these ethics trainings beforehand. And to be clear, commissions, I'm complaining about it, but it doesn't make any difference for the commission that I'm on because it's a sales tax. It affects everybody the same way. Nobody can get around it or and stuff. So yeah, but I've learned a lot more about this. There's zoning commissions and planning commissions, and there are commissions where people really could take advantage of the position. The commission doesn't have. I still haven't quite figured out if the commission, like, say, if the commission can ever stop something from going to city council, because I don't think the commission has, I mean, our commission no, I mean, our commission doesn't. Like, what I'm saying is there was a planning commission meeting, and I think last week I was filling people in on the argument that's still going on about the people that don't want elite high school down there. Okay, I talked to you about that, Ro. I know we talked about that. I didn't talk about it on the show, correct?
Right. No, I don't think you talked about it on the show.
Okay, so a local charter school that started, well, must have started like 8 or 9 years ago, because when school starts, it'll start with a kindergarten or something, and then they just keep adding grades. And so they've been around for long enough now that they need a high school, and they bought a building in downtown Vallejo, and people are up in arms about it and saying that it's bad for business. This is a block, downtown Vallejo's dead, people. And this is a block with hardly anything on it. It's a building that has been vacant for years. So the school bought the building, and but it needed to go to the planning commission in order to get permission to put the school in. I don't know how that works. I mean, it just seems to me like, how could you buy a building without knowing for sure that you could have your business there, whatever. So, I mean, the lady that runs it, I mean, that's kind of obvious. I'm sure there's some way that it works out. So
But
anyway,
my question is this: when they bought it, didn't who they purchased it from, which is Vallejo, right?
no, it's not a city-owned building.
Okay, but I mean, they knew it was going to be a school, right? Once they sold it to them.
Well, yeah. So the people objecting to it are the downtown businesses. Some of them.
Gotcha.
Some of them don't. Some of them don't mind. And yeah, so the hearing was so okay. So I went to a meeting of the Planning Commission to support my friend Tanya, who runs a learning center on the same block. I mean, she doesn't have to, so it's not connected to the school, but it's the same, it's the youth of Vallejo. And people were harassing Tanya as well. And the hearing was packed with families. And I can tell you that planning commission meetings are pretty boring, the whole thing, but there were a lot of kids there and they were wearing their t-shirts from the school. And I mean, it's remarkable to me. And I I wrote to a friend of mine that was there, and I mean, these kids they're gonna remember that they went out to express their family's opinions. And so people were getting up and speaking. Everybody that's against the school is white. I know, yeah, I know three black people that are against it, that are against the school. Everyone else is white. And people were, some people were getting up. Well, okay, one woman got up from the community and was just extremely blatantly racist. And one guy got up and was he challenged the legitimacy of whether a board member, whether a commission member could cast a vote on this. He was objecting to her being on the commission, which is something that somebody like him would not do anything of that sort to a white guy. If you really believe that there's a problem, that there's something, well, it wouldn't be illegal or unethical or something, that if there's some reason for somebody to be biased or need to recuse yourself, you submit something in writing beforehand. He just did it to try and, so anyway, so there are commissioners like me, but it turned out, what I heard, I mean, different commission, but they have city emails somehow, because I mean, being on the commissions isn't a job, it's a volunteer thing. So they received tons of emails about it, like lots and lots and lots. And I was just thinking, I'm glad I'm not on that commission. I'm annoyed at getting any emails. I'm annoyed at just about, I don't want any emails from people because it's the same people. And that's the consistent argument that I've had. Or thing I've tried to get across. The same people that are online come to city meetings and say things. And so the commission that I'm on did a town hall, and I was very annoyed listening to all of it because it's all people that have already made their opinions known. And I told I told the chair of the commission that I'm on that if she wants to get together with me and go do town halls elsewhere in the city, that I'd be glad to do that, because somehow the town people had this idea that they needed people like asked the city for like permission to hold a town hall. It's like we didn't have to ask them anything. I mean, it was we do in order to use the city resources and the city rooms and have it streamed online. But that was just such a waste of time to me and extremely annoying. But I mean, I say that, but I've also been working on the oral history project of the battle against the cement plant being built in Vallejo, and commissions definitely played a role in that too. So I'm just reminding myself of that. So anyway, not only are the people on that commission getting all these emails, I saw a friend of mine that's on the commission told me that they received like 400-page documents. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I guess they might like being on the commission. I mean, it's a volunteer thing. It should be anyway, but I think that so I heard that commission receives some sort of stipend, which I mean, if that much of their time is being taken up, then they certainly should. We get emails passed on to us, um, just a few. So I most definitely do not want a city email. Um, so with the planning commission, they voted they voted to I can't even they voted to approve the plans, all but one person voted against it. And she had good reasons. I mean, there's reasonable, I mean, she's a nice person. I don't think um, I wouldn't have a poor opinion of her. Um, so then it goes to city council. So with our commission, we the we needed to go through these nine proposals and vote on approving them. And okay, some people are such micromanagers, but it's good because everybody on the commission has different areas of expertise. So the one of the departments, the public works department or something, Logie, get out of there. Get out of there, Logue. Just a second. Logue, get out of there. Out. Uh-oh. No, that wasn't any catastrophe. Yeah, it can't be. Fortunately, well, sadly, the wild man cat passed on. Um, so one of the city departments had requested, well, they'd requested a new truck for graffiti abatement, and I would have voted against that because I don't think you should buy, I don't think a broke city should buy a new truck or something, you know, what if it breaks down? That's my, but they want new equipment for graffiti removal. And and so there's there were people, you would probably be like this. You might be this way, like this too. There were people on the commission that were asking about the graffiti pressure washers that they have already and how long have they had them, and if they've broken down, have they tried to repair them? And God,
That's a good question to ask.
well, it is. It is. And it's just, I mean, I don't, you see, I thought about it. I thought about, I'm certainly going to think about like whether they should buy a new truck, but with equipment that, I guess partially for me, it's not, with some of the, it's not like it's there. I don't know. So yeah, it was good. So because there were people that could answer those questions that I just wouldn't have. There's one guy that's, so they were okay, so Vallejo's getting the new graffiti, something that will do a better job scrubbing up graffiti. The issue was, there's people that thought that the money shouldn't be spent. People were saying like, well, graffiti's not that bad a problem in Seattle. I mean, in Vallejo. It's kind of, some people felt that it was just preventive or something, that if you, I don't know, I don't know. I mean, I didn't really.
I mean, how much would it cost to just get them new equipment? I mean, how much? Is it really that much money?
Yeah, I forget. I forget exactly. I'd have to look at the figures because when I'm thinking about it, but well, I mean, a professional pressure washer, whatever. Like, no, it's not cheap, but I just know how broke this city is, basically, and I know what it's. I just I'm not I'm not that suspicious about things like cleaning, I guess. I mean, to me, that with that sort of job, you're gonna go out there and do your thing, and you know, if the equipment doesn't work, it doesn't work. It's not like you're gonna be, it's not like, oh, this is to me, the logic of just, it's the same. Oh, wow, this is such a cool pressure washer. I can't wait to go out and use this.
You know, I'm gonna combat that a little bit. There are some people that are into their jobs like that. You'd be surprised. There are some people, I'm serious, man. Maybe if they're into that, to cleaning off paint.
I think that's great.
That might be their thing. Maybe getting a new pressure washer for them is like, you know, that's the big deal for them. So, I mean, I see it. You know, where I work at in the prison, it's like that in the prison. You'd be surprised, man. Some people, some of the littlest things. So like we have the PIA people, they like the cleaners. They clean stuff.
Yeah.
And sometimes they want certain cleaners.
Yeah.
So little things like that make a difference. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I understand. Yeah, that makes
some people sense. Like, we don't. If you're not a power spray person, you probably don't care as much. But for the ones doing it, for them to have a power sprayer 2000 is like, whoa, this is cool. So
yeah, I just don't.
It's also, I think sometimes some of that stuff is a morale issue too. If you get some new stuff, I don't know how the opinion of how the people who do the power washing feel, but if you haven't gotten anything new in the last 10 or 15 years.
Exactly.
Sometimes that's a good thing.
Well, yeah. I mean, what was just Vallejo just has this culture of being really negative and down on staff. People are like, oh, the staff is requesting all these new toys. Like, yeah, okay, if you oppress and okay, so we've talked before about the defibrillators that I was because we had to hear from the same lady over and over about the she Googled different um she Googled different um defibrillators supposedly. And yeah, see, this was the fucking email. This is the lady that talks all the time that was a she goes to each thing and talks and sent us this email. It was just so annoying. I mean, no, this isn't something you just Google, okay? But yeah, fortunately, then but again, just I just feel so okay. So just the other thing about the pressure washers is there's one guy that's real good about he just whips out a calculator for everything. And another guy um had a fleet of taxi cabs. So he was talking about when you yeah, I mean, because and somebody else was talking about, okay, how broken is it? Basically, like there's this question, people, and my mind just, well, if we didn't have measure P, what would you use? Well, you'd keep losing. Oh, and so that was a good, I mean, that's good. That is good. That is good knowledge to have. And then when we got to the defibrillators, there's a lady on the commission who has she's on a couple other commissions. She's a friend of a friend. I mean, she's just one of these people she didn't talk that she was new. Two of the people came in later on the commission, but then she just before when we got to the defibrillator, she said something like, okay, well, I move we do this, and vote. And people voted and we went on. I was like, I just feel very fortunate to be on a commission with where everybody is just smart and has different areas that they know about. So okay, so moving along, VPD wants money. And so there was a because one of the categories was crime prevention. So Vallejo Police Department needs a new building. The one that they're in now is like condemned. And so this has been going on for years. The Vallejo City Council bought a building by the waterfront, and that was supposed to be the new police station. And there's just so many reasons why that is a bad idea. And like I mean, it's like obviously cops are on their beats, but the station should be more centrally located. There's just a whole lot of reasons. So okay, so they need a new building, and that's whether you even I don't know how do you put it? Like, yes, it would be great if we didn't have cops, but we do, and they're supposed to, and anyway, we voted to approve funding for for the new police center. It's insane how much money it's gonna, I mean, whatever. I voted for it because it's a city expense or whatever. The money is supposed to go to stuff like this. But okay, Vallejo Police Department is under the Department of Justice has demanded that struck a deal with Vallejo Police to make 48 changes. And it seems to me that so far as the Justice Department, they're not the good guys either, because they are simply saying, okay, VPD. So far as I know, they just told VPD to do these 48 things, but did not give any money. They're not supervising it. It's again, how is a broken system supposed to fix itself? And so, okay, they are under crime prevention. They were requesting Measure P money to pay for their bias training.
Wow.
Yeah. 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 Um, to like, and it's not just, I mean, it's not just anti-bias training if you're, because, oh yeah, that whatever the stuff that the stuff they're supposed to be doing to him, and like de-escalation training, all this stuff that they're supposed to learn anyway. And basically, I mean, to me, it's Vallejo. There's no way I was going to vote for it. Vallejo has paid out millions in settlements because of Vallejo Police Department. And yeah, so they need to figure that out on their own. Basically, I could not. And so one of the guys, one of the commission members is a former city attorney. So he, for a different city, and he's retired. So he gave this really, and he's a really sweet guy. He's also on a commission. He's on one of the police reform commissions too. I mean, he really knows a lot about the issue. And and so he gave this lawyerly, well, I'm not comfortable straying from the language of such and such. This just seems like stretching language, and it's not crime prevention or blah, 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 blah. And yes, perfect. And then somebody else said, this doesn't sound like crime prevention to me unless unless it's preventing the cops doing crimes. Oh, yes, we did unanimous disapproval, basically. I just said, and a couple, I hadn't, other people had mentioned the culture, and I didn't say anything during that whole discussion because there's people that know so much more than I do about that issue. But I said that I said something like, as everybody has said, this is it's the culture that is a concern. And as an individual, I just can't vote for this. And because I mean, stuff was going through everybody's heads too. I mean, the cops that murdered George Floyd had just completed extra anti-bias training, and that um, I can't do, I can't do anything about the police state, whatever, but I can at least not vote. I can at least vote for the city, for the citizens not to pay more because of cops. Um, so what I was trying to do with any was bring up street light, but okay, so I just wanted street lights. I was like, basically, I was just like, okay, I'd spend all the money that can be spent on street lights, just do it. But then again, you have you have other people that are figuring out, because it's not it's not um because there's different considerations about replacing them with solar that don't have, because the streetlights get damaged because of people climbing up to steal the copper. And so,
Wait, are you saying people are stealing copper from the streetlights?
yeah,
How?
I don't know.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah, yeah, that's
I
why.
mean, maybe they are, but I'm wondering
They
how
are,
they're able to
Ro.
do that in
I
broad,
mean, well,
where
not
everybody can. I mean, I don't
they
know. That seems
are. I mean,
hard.
I can send you. I can say. I mean, this is
Well, no,
this.
I believe you, but I'm
Yeah,
just curious of how they're doing that.
I just figure. Yeah, yeah. Well, I'll ask the Public Works Department next
Please,
time
man,
when
I'm
when I
curious
see
about
her.
that because that seems like that would be kind of hard to do from the
Well,
streetlights.
I thought that too. Maybe people have their own trucks with like hoists on it or whatever. I guess maybe if you have your own super high ladder.
I guess, man, that seems really hard to do.
I know. You would think, yeah. Apparently, it's not that. Apparently, it's not as hard as we might think because Vallejo's fucking dark.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, yeah.
I
So
didn't expect that. I thought maybe it was just the lights were bad. I didn't know that people were still. Golly.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, you've reminded me again because when you're hearing all this information, I'm just trying. I mean, I'm just trying to focus. I guess, yeah, I'm just trying to focus and stuff like that. I'm just listening to all this information and wondering, just trying to figure out, I guess, what I'm supposed, why are these people telling me all this? And sort of what am I expected to have an opinion? Like, what am I expected to do? Basically like that. So my mind, like, yeah, I wondered about that as well. But yeah, because we didn't, I did partially, again, the people that are good at this sort of thing were comparing the cost of fixing, like basically the when they're talking about fixing, getting the street lighter, improving that system. Um, what they were trying to figure out is it better to repair, like, is it better to repair them? Is it better to repair them or buy new ones, basically? And my thing is, I just I want something that you can put in and not, I want something that won't need to be replaced or fixed. So to me, with something like this, just go with whatever you can put there and not need to come back to, that is what I would want.
That makes sense. Least amount of repair.
Exactly. And, while Vallejo do it while they have the money, because there's some sort of ballot somewhere that might make, I mean, it's so fucking stupid that this was voted on by the city, but then there's like a state thing that initiative that might put it on hold. That is just insane because so much work and money and effort goes into doing something like this. And if there can just be some stupid initiative to get rid of it, then yeah. So basically, then that gets sent on to city council. So I don't know. So back to the idea about whether there could be anything corrupt. Like when you're talking about zoning and businesses and where something can go, yeah, I mean, there's definitely opportunities for corruption there. If you're gonna say if you don't like somebody and you're not gonna approve their project, but so I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure what happens if I mean, it still goes to the city council, and my friend, this is back to the charter school, my friend told me that it's being appealed by. So anyway, I'm just trying to remember that there were commission meetings about the cement plant too, and so I need to be more patient with people. You want to take a break?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Rock and roll.
She gon' make it clap. I'ma show a stack. She gon' throw it back. I'ma blow a rag. Lemon pepper wings. We bout to smoke a pad. Drinking the Coke and Jack on my open tab. I like to see my independent women winning. Get it, flip it, spend it. Stay about your business and your benefits. She way up there, getting dizzy spinning. She ready to make that ass drop any minute. Niggas be Superman, Captain Kirk, and the waitress is serving. The strippers is twerking for Birkins, but gaming is working. Literally, niggas be bitter for weeks. Cause all you got from her is some glitter on your cheek. She made a phony plan for a lonely man. So he dropped 40 bands on her OnlyFans. He had dreams of holding hands on the sand. Should've listened to your homies. Damn, she on that pole
She
again.
can drop it down low, yeah, mob out her chips. Get your stacks every night, little baby ain't about to quit. Big body, Birkin, red bottoms, big tipper. Yeah, she can spot 'em, she can drop it down low, yeah, mob out her chips. Get her stacks every night, little baby ain't about to quit. Big body, Birkin, red bottoms, big tipper. Yeah, she can spot it, make a thunderstorm. When I'm in the building, bring a few bottles. Yeah, I'm chillin', hit the stage and watch her clap it. Draw them goons, little mama a magnet. Top shelf, she don't do them lanes. She'll break them pockets, it's not a game. Want a mouth off? She dustin' and disgusting, better play them cards right. I wouldn't trust her, she can drop it down low. Yeah, mob out her chips, get her stacks every night. Little baby ain't about to quit. Big body, Birkin, red bottoms, big tipper. Yeah, she can spot 'em, she can drop it down low. Yeah, mob out her chips, get her stacks every night. Little baby about to quit. Big body, Birkin, red bottoms, big tipper. Yeah, she can spot ya.
What up, everybody? It's your boy DJ Rowe, and we are back. Anna's Global History Radio. Anna, are you in the building?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's going to be a big eclipse. Have you followed that at all?
I heard about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
When is it supposed to be?
Well, Monday, I think. Yeah, tomorrow, I think. I've got Monday. I've been I mean I have friends that are traveling for it. You know Tamala and Mila?
Yeah.
Yeah, they went to Texas for it.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's kind of their thing. They travel a lot. There was some huge eclipse a couple of years, some major event like that in Oregon that they went to a couple of years ago.
Shout out to Tamala, our hairdresser.
That's right. Well, I've been trying to figure that out because then there's all these stuff. Don't look at it. And well, I mean, it's serious. So I was trying to remember, like, I just looked, I was like, wait, can you look? What if you look through the window? No, don't look through the window. I'm trying to remember. I mean, I just like looked down or something. I mean, I don't know, but it's a pretty big deal. Then another friend of mine is going up to Canada for it. I don't know. So I guess if I paid more, I'm not sure why it's all figured out with certain spots, but I'll be looking down at the ground. Okay, so one of the a major mountaineering guy just died. And it's him. I never realized that or maybe I did, that Lou Whitaker and Jim Whitaker were twin brothers. They were both mountaineers and were in the army at the same time, and just real famous mountaineers, people that like climbed Everest and K2. And the reason, well, one major reason they're famous is one of them founded REI, which was an outdoor store that was a co-op at the beginning. And this was in Seattle, back when fewer people backpacked. There were pictures of them back in the 70s, and I was looking at their backpacks, just cracking up. I remember when they looked like that. But apparently they were rival. They were up in their 90s, and they were still competing about who was in better shape.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good, good. So, okay, Biden threw a big, well, there was a big benefit in New York City with Biden, Clinton, and Obama. So he's kind of being, I don't know. I mean, but to me, they need to, I look at that and it drives me crazy because those aren't the people they need to convince. And there's just this, people in other parts of the country are just going to think there are those elitists hanging out in New York City with elitists. And meanwhile, you have like demonstrators, um you have constant pro-Palestinian demonstrations at for Democrats. I'm like, why don't you people? I mean, it makes no fucking sense to me. I mean, Trump doesn't give a damn about the Palestinians. I mean, their so-called fucking accord, it didn't include the Palestinians at all. I mean, so they need to be going after Trump. So, I guess Trump was supposed to be held on. He paid bail, or he covered his bail in for something, and he just did a fundraiser and raised, because I don't think he didn't. I think when he was running the first time, he didn't even bother raising money, but I guess he kind of has to now. Um, but it does not look good. Oh, okay. You want to share the screen so I can show some pictures?
Sure can.
Okay. So one of the things that happened this last week was a um a ship hit a bridge in Baltimore, and that was just crazy looking. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, um oh, okay. I thought okay, well, anyway, let me show these. Okay, these are the drawing. This is the art for the next chapters of Civil.
Nice. Oh, okay.
Cool. Yeah. I'm trying to, okay. So it actually starts before the other one. So it's starting on New Year's Eve, 1941, and it's a party at the home of Alan Locke, the scholar, who was a major figure in the Harlem Renaissance. So it's a party right there. And so then it shows Bayard Rustin with the authors Richard Wright and Langston Hughes talking about the books that they have coming out. And they're talking about a possible march on Washington. And Bayard is going like, we're going to do this, we're going to do this. And A. Philip Randolph is like a father figure to him. He's like, Bayard, we're not too sure about this. And Bayard says, oh, okay. And Bayard says, yes, sir. But you can tell he's all smiling. I don't know. This is lame. It should. Okay. So just a second.
I like the look.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
He is so fucking talented. Okay, so then this is them. I don't know. It's weird why. So this is them in the part at the party, and all of these major figures are showing up, and so then the next thing that happens that it's going to show is a beauty salon in Harlem that was owned by A. Philip Randolph's wife, who studied with Madam C.J. Walker, and who people are gonna who was she was the first Black female millionaire, who made hair products, and I guess you could consider maybe consider what she did franchises. But anyway, A. Philip Randolph's wife was very successful. And so these are ladies getting their hair done, gossiping about Mr. and Mrs. Randolph and how she makes all the money. And then Mrs. Randall, but they're also talking about how their husbands can't get hired at the defense plants because they're segregated. So then Mrs. Randolph comes in and catches them gossiping about her and sort of pretends that she doesn't notice and says like, well, but as a matter of fact, my husband is meeting with President Roosevelt.
Man, this is cool.
Yeah, it's so fun for me to get to see these after he just sent them to me because okay, so I don't know why this gets all out of order, but he doesn't. So then this is them meeting in FDR's office, and what he was doing was trying to keep them talking and not so and not need to agree to anything. So so you're putting people in a really stressful position, because then like what are you going to do, interrupt the president? So yeah, so that's what's happening there. The other, damn, I had these other pictures of, well, what I was starting to get to was these other pictures I have of the bridge, because there's a picture of the bridge, but then in there's a, I mean, we've all seen that, but then like yesterday, an 89,000 ton bridge, I mean, ship almost hit another bridge. So next time I'll find the picture so that I can pull, so that I can,
Wow.
yeah,
And
that
where
pic-
did this happen? Where did this happen at?
New York.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. Where the fuck did that get to? Because that was wild. I don't know. Um, and I mean, I was particularly interested in that because in that whole thing, because there's a lot of bridges. There's a lot of bridges in Seattle, and but there's two of them. There's this whole thing with about the bridge going up, and I don't know how they do it now. I mean, it seems like it's got to be a little bit more structured now, but I mean, it seemed like um basically in Seattle, the ships, so far as I know, the boats, I mean, they're bridges that rise up, and basically if you're they have to do it. I mean, and so that's just one of the things you can get stuck waiting, and when the bridge goes up, there's nothing you can do. You're just stuck waiting. And so there's different, I don't know how they do it now. I mean, there's different talks about it. Because it, like, wait, do they just do it all day or something? I mean, it's wild. Maybe it was something I was real conscious of when I was young. And even though I, it just wasn't something I needed to deal with hardly at all later in my life, because I just didn't live in the same neighborhood. But it's something you always had as an excuse that the bridge went up, or something to get annoyed about. Um, and then periodically, I mean, at one point my dad was having an issue with it because it was delaying ambulances. Um, but yeah, but then I mean, it's like trying that kind of bridge. It's like trying to run a red light or something, because it'll start, like, lights will be flashing and stuff, and you're just trying to like get across the fucking bridge before the thing goes down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. So that's why I found it particularly interesting, because all these things in life. Bridges and ferries. Damn. That's what your life is like if you grow up in Seattle. It is ruled by bridges and ferries. Could be a lot worse. Oh, there was hail in Vallejo this week.
Hmm.
Yeah. It was during the day. Well, actually, I heard this like at one point I was like, wait, is that gunshots? I couldn't figure out what the hell it was, because it seemed too hard for rain. And then one of my cats is he's just been like super fucking needy, and he I just couldn't move him. He just like gets stuck. He's on this thing now of like wherever, like when I go to sleep, like wherever, he just tries to take the most covers. He tries to like wherever I am, it's like he tries to get in the way.
How many cats do you have now?
Two.
Okay. What is the other cat doing while all this is going on?
She just doesn't have that kind of personality.
Oh, she's like kind of just a loner, just goes off and do her thing.
No, she's not a loner. She likes me too, but no, but she's not as Yeah, she's definitely more independent, I guess. She's more chill. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of the time a lot of the time, I mean, she's kind of affectionate, but a lot of the time it just means she wants something. So,
Gotcha.
yeah, yeah. So I met there's um somebody I know from town, from kind of around town that oh, the trivia night. Oh man. Okay, there was a benefit supposedly at the museum last week. And then, see, what's so great about Vallejo, you just say the museum and everybody knows what you mean. But if you're not in Vallejo, it's the Vallejo Naval and Historical Museum. Um, but you can just call it the museum because we all do. So there's a trivia night that it's supposed to be their benefit. Um, so people buy a ticket. You're supposed to bring a team, which drives me crazy because I kind of don't like I know plenty of people, but I don't have like I don't know like seven other people that would want to do the same thing at the same time. You know, I mean, people, I don't know, I don't have that many friends that are all interested in the same thing that have the same schedule. So sometimes you can, so I can't ever go to stuff like that. But what was nice was that they sold single tickets. So it's like, thank you. So I can be, I've wound up going because people like give me tickets, or sometimes like if somebody's bought a table, you can buy a ticket from them. But so anyway, so I got there and was sort of waiting around because I thought nobody else was showing up. I was thinking, like, am I going to be all alone at this table? But then people showed up, and there's some people I know who are very cool. And it turned out that one of them who is a guy named Alex. See, I want to have him on the show sometime. He's very interesting. Um, it turned out that he'd read some of the same. He's also read The Power Broker, the biography of Robert Moses, which is about cities and development. So when you meet somebody else that's read that book like that, it's just a real bonding thing because it's so fucking long. Um, He'd been assigned it in school in a part of a master's program, which is how a lot of people do wind up reading stuff like this is from school. And he's also he's on the zoning commission. So my thing with street lights is public safety. We talked about this a lot. And um so we were talking about that. We were talking about speed bumps and trying to get more speed bumps into Vallejo. Apparently that is part of the zoning commission, because my thing, I mean, what I learned to do from my dad is, okay, when you want something, if there's something you want, you need to plan it. I mean, to me, it just seems so simple, but plan it out yourself. If there's something you want from somebody, from something, just figure it all out. Like basically figure out if it's possible. And if it's not possible, then don't bother, basically. But that's what I was trying to figure out with this. I was saying, like, okay, well, what do we need to do to get speed bumps? Because I was just so pleased to meet another person that was with a good intellectual basis, I guess, that wanted to do that too. So I told them to send me what you have. because I don't know if you like I was asking if there's like what sort of regulation, sort of, well, who do you go to? I guess. I mean, you can't. I would also like to, just like put in more crosswalks, stuff like that. But that would be very rewarding. So I was going back over some I've been doing some rereading this week, because just as some of, I mean, I have certain books that I always go back to because, well, that I talked about a lot, the biographies of Lyndon Johnson and Robert Carroll, because it's so much about the bigger picture, that when that's a good biography is about an era. So I was going back and looking at that because I was Mick Howett, who's the filmmaker of a couple of the films that I've screened, has a new one out called Mayor Humphrey of Minneapolis. Okay. It's about Hubert Humphrey's time as mayor of Minneapolis. So that's really pushing it, so far as I'm concerned, about who's really gonna want to see this. Because basically, you have to have, he also made a film about Hubert Humphrey. So I was planning to screen Mick's new film, and then once I saw it, I just felt that you needed to have, it was not a good film to show to people that had not seen his other film, that did not have more of a basis of knowledge. That's real, because with most I mean, with a good documentary, with a lot, and this is a really good documentary, it's just not for, people might be different, but I was just stunned, I guess, at how focused it really was on this certain era. I was like, well, wait a minute, are they going to talk about like where he was born or something? But that's in the other film. So I was going back over and looking at where Hubert Humphrey is referred to in other books. He was really progressive and really, really pretty fucking cool. And, friend of labor, and somebody that was I mean, it's right. He really made a difference in the town where he was at. And then he was senator, and then he was vice president, and he ran for president twice, and was going to run for a third time, but was diagnosed with cancer. See, that takes gut. I mean, see, I think if you lose your first election, you should run again. Really, to me, that's just sort of like with with any big thing that you're gonna put a lot into. Well, in a way, I mean, that's why I've always felt that, like, I wouldn't want to compete for the Olympics or something like that. Just the thought to me of putting so much into something that you have one try at. I don't think I couldn't deal with that. So anyway, it's just such a huge, huge challenge that, yeah, I mean, I feel that way. Like I felt that way with Bayard Rustin Symposium for a while, that one of the reasons I wanted to keep doing it was I want to get it to be better. I would see something that I wanted to be better, and so then I would want to do it again. Okay.
Well, you did a good job with your symposiums, man. You keep it going. You never stop. So
Thank you.
And every time they got better and better.
You are the best.
So
So okay, so anyway, but okay, so if you but that's rough. I mean, running like that's fucking gutsy, man. It's like, okay, he lost twice and he was gonna run again. I mean, that's fucking gutsy. At the I was at some event, and oh, I think it was at the same event. Some lady said that she was gonna run for office, and she said she just filed, and I said, hey, congratulations. And somebody said, why? And I was like, that takes guts, and to run for office, congratulations. And the mayor said, it takes even more guts to stay in office. And I'm thinking, like, that is so not true. That's not true at all. I mean, but it just, so I'm just thinking, like, yeah, shows why your ass, I mean, it shows why your ass has been sitting around for like 24 years in Vallejo, with 20 years without doing anything, without getting anything done. So, but I said something about it to the group that I was sitting with at the table, and they were all young, but they were like cracking up about it too. That's just so not true, because otherwise, I mean, people get stuck. A lot of people just get stuck in a rut, and a lot of them don't know. Like, a lot of them are afraid to make a change, and so they become just really entrenched and don't have the guts to do something different. Yeah. So, want to take another break?
let's do it.
Okay.
Keep up with you. I stay running after you. I'll be on your line. It's hard to keep track of you. Girl, I can't keep up. If you ask me, I'm down. I promise I'll try. But I can't keep up. I can't keep up with you.
Diva. I'm the 5'5" cutie, brown eyes, tight booty, round thighs. In the studio, my mic sounds nice. In and out, then I bounce like
I can't keep up with you.
I don't be where y'all go. Y'all know I got raw flow that takes me round the world like where's Waldo? Flexing, texting, so fashion next spin. Next him, cause my phone is my best friend. I get the most love on the worst app, but I was liking all your thirst traps. You DM slide, so I flirt back, and now we hanging like my purse strap. Then it's like, tell your ex take a dirt nap. Hashtag with your bird ass. First class, I deserve that. I had to let him go because he think the earth flat.
I stay running after you. I'll be on your line. It's hard to keep track of you. Girl, I can't keep up. If you ask me, I'm down. I promise I'll try. But I can't keep up. I
Can't keep up with you. Who you loving? Who you wanna be hugging? You be bugging, you just gonna keep fronting, punk. Acting like you ain't missing this. I only took you back cause I listen to sis. If you lucky, I'll bring you on tour with me. Yes, I'm a diva, I be on my foreign thing. Eating eggs Florentine while we quarantine. And that night the room looking like a horror scene. That's right, looking like you got body. I do the trust fall knowing that God got me. Pot brownies and hot toddies. In the sauna playing Sade and Bob Marley. You probably can't keep up with the diva. I grab my passport and visa, I'll leave ya. Gone somewhere with my feet in my weaver. High on life, weed and tequila. I stay running after you. I'll be on your line. It's hard to keep track of you. Girl, I can't keep up. If you ask me, I'm down. I promise I'll try. But I can't keep up. I can't keep up with you. I stay running after you. Ow. On your line. Why you keep playing games? Girl, I can't keep up. If you ask me, I'm down. I promise I'll try.
Yeah, what up, everybody? It's your boy DJ Ro, and we are back. AnnA's Global History Radio. Anna, are you in the building?
Yeah. We got a bunch of viewers. We got a bunch of viewers last time.
I know, I told you.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you so much. Is anybody in the chat tonight?
No, not yet.
Okay.
But when they are, I will definitely let you know.
Okay. So I found those pictures I was talking about. If you want to let me screen share.
Yep. Let's see. Give me a second. And it's all you.
Okay. So can you see that?
Yep. Oh, hey, we do have someone. Jody is in the building. Jody said hi to everybody.
Jody, how you doing? Thank you for listening. Okay, so here's the busted ship in Baltimore, and I don't even know how you. I mean, how it's just like, how is there an alternate route? That is just so crazy. But okay, but what really caught my eye, this is in New York. So this is like a couple days ago or yesterday or something, because maybe today, I just saw this today. The same thing happened to this ship, and that's how close it got to the bridge.
Wow.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah. Yeah. That is fucking wild. And so, but then you have the crew that are stuck on that boat. I mean, I remember when there was the we talked about it at the time, the boat that would in the Suez Canal that had turned sideways or something crazy. I mean, you just talk about the supply chain. I mean, one thing can just change everything. And I mean, I think it's unavoidable, really. I mean, it's stuff's gonna happen, but what the hell? How do you? And so then when something like that happens with the bridge, I mean, of course, the entire country infrastructure in the entire country is fucked up. So Yeah, but well, that's the fault of it. As far as I mean, it was the shit. That's not. I mean, I was just trying to remember. There's just because that's not the fault of the infrastructure. I mean, that's the fault of the ship, I guess. But that would just be so scary, and they're just so lucky that it was just again so early in the morning.
Why is that
Yeah.
coming up?
What?
Oh, nothing. Some just popped up on my computer.
Oh, okay.
Like the weather. I don't know how I did it, but it just popped up.
Okay. Okay. Um, so I've been kind of uh, I'm just been on a roll this week with mummies and bones.
With what?
Mummies and bones, bodies.
Oh, you talking about real mummies, like the mummy
Yeah,
mummies,
mummy
not
mummies.
mommy. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And just I mean, the concept of repatriation and reburial. Um, I was so I started I ordered a book from Interlibrary Loan called The Bone Room, and the internet is down at the library, so they're having to check stuff out by hand, which means they're paying more attention to the titles. The librarian will go, the bone, it's like The Bone Room. And it's about how the relationship between um how do you even put it, like idea like how and anthropology and the ideas um in society. And so basically a lot of it got started in the Civil War, and there were surgeons and doctors, I mean, who were there like real specifically to harvest bodies for medical schools, basically. And for their own research. And especially then there was an era where people were just I think they stopped. I think people used to feel back then that if they could just find some way to justify being racist, it would be okay. And so that was why people in the 19th century were just nuts about collecting skeletons um, to try and find biological differences, basically between
Mm.
yeah, yeah,
Wow, that's deep.
yeah, yeah. It's and again, I mean, I do go back interest me for different reasons, but just particularly as somebody that was taken to museums all the time as a kid, I feel like I've spent so much of my life looking at things without thinking about where they belonged. And that, I mean, I know once I got older and traveled a bit, I did understand a little bit. I did start to understand more, like, wait, why are there more Greek artifacts in Germany than in Greece? But even more than that, it mummies are the gathering of bones and bodies was an extension, wherever it is an extension of colonialism and and occupation. And a lot, that is why there are huge collections of bones and remains in universities, because they would simply take them from Native Americans. I mean, from battlefields, or I and there's um so it's changing slowly. There was a museum that it has closed two hall, like, and this is a big deal. They've closed part of their, like, two rooms in their facility because of those issues. I can't remember exactly what was, but yeah, because there's bones and artifacts and skeletons there. And so you just don't think that, okay, why is it always others, basically? Like, okay, why are there no skeletons of white people hanging in museums in Asia and Africa, basically. Um, so I get, okay, so I have the bone room book. One of the things that we've covered here quite a bit is the the University of Pennsylvania that holds remains of a group of African Americans, and they've decided to rebury them without input from descendants. So there's a group of descendants that are trying to remedy this. And so I followed, I'm not sure where they're at now, but it's just, wait a minute, like, sort of, it's kind of like, um, I mean, to me, it's worse than just keeping to me, that's worse than not doing anything, basically.
Right.
You know, because, like, okay, if you can, like, not doing anything means that, like, okay, you're complicit somewhat, but you know, you are not the ones that went and did this and got them and put them there. But now you are taking the initiative to say that you know better than descendants and that you have the right to make these choices. And it it matters to people. It matters it's I hope it, I mean, it can sound, I mean, a tautological means um sort of it's a way to describe a meaningless statement, something that does not hold together. So, like, if it means something because it means something, that could sound like I'm just running off my mouth, but it becomes important. It becomes important because of people's feelings and belief systems. And I think by um I don't know. I mean, I don't understand it so much in a personal way, but when you do something to affirm humanity and justice, it does matter in contemporary day. And okay, I know I was tracking down a quote. I had a quote and I remembered the sentiment. I didn't remember who I came from. And it was from the great grandson of Josephus Daniels, who was Secretary of the Navy and was no, he wasn't. That was FDR. He was a relative. He was in the administration of Woodrow Wilson. Woodrow Wilson was a was a very racist man, and Josephus Daniels, I forget exactly what he did, um but he enacted racist policies too, and his descendants requested that his statue be taken down. They initiated it. And so I found, so it was, and the great, his Daniel's great grandson had driven down to watch it, and he said, we don't condone his views on race and his actions on race, and we didn't want that statue to stand in this time of reckoning, really, of where we stand as a country and state on equity and fairness. So I just saved it because it was an example to me of how you can, of trying to find a way to right a historical wrong, of just not, of seeing if you have the opportunity, of looking for an opportunity to do something good and to take responsibility. And okay, back to some Vallejo craziness. Okay, Vallejo's city manager is retiring. He gave them plenty of notice, but for some reason, they're gonna, this Tuesday, they're gonna vote on an interim city manager. While they're looking for a person for a permanent one. And so they announced who this lady was, and well, or it was in the paper or something. And so I looked at her resume and at her website and resume. It was fluff, so far as I'm concerned. It was not, I mean, to me, again, it sounded like something, it's a whole genre to me in a way, like motivational speaker. Like, say, if you're a motivational speaker, somebody like that, you want to pull people in with your descriptions, basically. Oh, like, oh, and you know, but if you're trying to get this is a job on your skills. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it should just be more cut and dried. Okay. Just lay it out there. It's not a place to be flat, just the facts, basically. So it was all this like woo-woo kind of stuff. And it looked to me like she had um like she had just flopped around. And but then what did it is okay. Um Okay, so on her bio, she said that she was talking about her volunteer work, and she said that she was a member of DAR, that's Daughters of American Revolution, and the Mayflower descendants. Like, this is who we're hiring in Vallejo? Fucking crazy. Hey, Ro, I just got a phone call. I got it. Can we go take another real quick break?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Yeah. You see, I'm just a young nigga from the V with a dream of making it past my city. So if Hova don't wanna sign me, I make him fight me like 50. Grinding and really tough. I know the times will be gritty, but fuck the game, I'ma milk it for what it's worth. Can you feel me? Turn on the TV, I swear to God it's never been clearer. Staring right into my future like looking in the mirror. With high resolve, pushing and give my all, and having my mama no longer stressing its own reward. I'm swinging my knuckles, beating the wall. These labels give me no credit, they dodging and ducking calls. They tell me they want the numbers, but say shit that's so bizarre. Like, look, one time you'll be great, but won't invest in me at all. These critics are always hating on me. Sometimes I wonder if I'll ever live out my dreams. Shit, life is never what it seems. So fuck it all, this is by that young nigga from the V.
Real niggas realize real grind. 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 You see, I'm ready to go. You see, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go.
Yeah. When I was falling, nobody offered their hands out. Killing with these lyrics, see murderous written hands down. I'm fighting to be the only rapper who stands out. My father's gone, I guess that makes me the man now. Look, my rap game's so phenomenal. Working on this artistry, it's hard to be so logical. Niggas in my way, I target practice with these obstacles. Cut these haters down with lyrical rounds like a chopper do. I'ma prove you a real ass bitch, that's what your real ass gets. Tear him open, lyrics potent, watch his real ass switch. Now he's soaking, never joking with these real ass clips. Verses in your fucking life, that's some real ass shit. They say I'm cocky, I gotta be, let me stand tall. You haters whispering, life is plotting my downfall. But I ain't stopping till one day my father sees, smiling down on me in heaven. I made it, this young nigga from the V.
Real niggas realize real grind. 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 You see, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. You see, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Real niggas realize real grind. 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 You see, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. You see, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go.
Life's a trick, so I never call back. Always on my grind, so I never fall flat. Pray to God, but he never talks back. Looking to the stars, but the night is all black. Hard times following me. Pursuing the legend, living the dream. This life is never what it seems. After all, you see, I'm just a young nigga from the V.
More shocking than the EKG. Young Kilo G, yeah, you know me. Beat Thor with the master key. Doors stay on the floor, cause I've been low key. I'm the hometown hero. I am hard as a spear throw. Fly as a paratroop, jumping straight in your ear hole. If you don't use your ears, what the heck is you here for? I could die if I cry, but I won't shed a tear though. How you stop a black man from voting? Jail. Send him there with no knowledge of self. Create schools that are more like cells. Destroy his manhood, and he surely will fail. Harder than Braille, hard to swallow like kale. Man, I know myself, and I know very well. Aim like William Tell, that's if you can tell. Man, I'm flow so hot, I burn the devil in hell. Blowing like CB4, still on E14. The game want my soul, my brother still on parole. I told my mama I don't do what I'm told, I just do what I know. Amaranth from the way that I grow. One ring like Frodo, around the world like a yo-yo. Boy, I stay in the dojo, and they can't take my mojo. Man, the flow is for loco, evil like Mojo Jojo. No coon like Domo, freestyle pro bono. Caliber like Gallagher, with my Excalibur. This the Final Fantasy, hit fools with my magica. Shoot like Gallagher, crawl like Tarantula. I'm the main character, and there is that Brannigan. Internet was made by a black man. I'm not Al Gore, I'm that man. Sealing sucker's face with the fat man. Hard to kill like a samurai on his last stand. With his last hand in the last dance. It's your last chance. Thinking advance for you die. Truth or lies, no alibis. This is the present moment, don't be surprised. And still I rise. Like I raise your vibe, percolate your mind. When I step inside, I'm so dang wet. My name is Slip and Slide. I'm a lion's pride, and I just let that ride.
Yeah, what's up? This is your boy DJ Ro, and you are watching Global History Radio, and we are back. Anna, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess this has been a big weekend for sideshows.
Oh, where'd they do a sideshow at?
Shut down. The Bay Bridge was shut down.
Oh, so they blocked it off again?
I guess so. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
kind of funny.
So yeah, good. Well, I'm good. Hey, I'm happy it's not in Vallejo. Yeah. We were breaking down sideshows this week, y'all. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Sideshows is getting crazy now.
They are, and it just needs to be multifaceted. And yeah, I'm like, yes, there needs to be. I know that there's yes, there needs to be harsher penalties, and yes, there's roundabouts and stuff to make it harder, but fuck up people's cars and all that. So yeah, it's hard to tell. But I mean, even because the news is so, I try not to spend too much time on social media, but then sometimes, very conscious of it, but then sometimes I just wonder, like, I'll hear about something happening in Vallejo like a couple days ago, and but then you don't want to trust everything you see. But well, when it comes, there's certain people in Vallejo that that are going to be posting what's going on.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah. Yeah. So, okay, so Tanya's moving places. I'm going to be able to do a jazz show probably in May. She has a couple new venues because I was thinking about it's somebody that I was looking at having for our event on for a Pride event, but she kind of needs own her own thing. I mean, I don't know. I wasn't she can't do it. She has too much going on, or it's too close. She'd be cutting it too close to go and do it. And then see, I kind of thought she sang a cappella. I don't know, but she has, of course this makes a lot more sense that she has a piano player that brings equipment and all that. So I'm gonna see if I can do that in May at Tanya's, because I was thinking about doing it in Integrity. Then I'm thinking like, no, it took way too long to get in touch with them for this Pride event.
Right.
Yeah. But everybody, we were just listening to Tifa Love, and she's gonna be in Vallejo.
Nice. Yeah, Tifa. Shout out to Tifa Love. What's up, Tifa Love?
I don't know why I didn't think of her in the first place.
I know, man. This will be bomb to have Tifa Love there.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. So, okay, I think that was my brother who I wanted to get back to. So, so yeah. Yeah. He was telling me that he's telling me that Tel Aviv is a party. We're gonna go to Israel is a party town, and I'm thinking like, yeah, I'm not really that interested. I mean, he's real close with it. I mean, he's funny. He's real close. I guess he goes parties with it. I mean, he's close with his kids. So they'll be there, and my niece and her husband, I mean, they both lived in Israel, so they both know places to go. But I was like, I don't know. I mean, I just kind of anticipate, I'm not I just want to be with my family, trying to do some writing and reading and stuff like that. So, you got anything to announce?
Not much really. Like you said, in June 1st.
June 1st.
That's your party, man. It's going down.
Yeah.
Anna's throwing something at Integrity, so.
Yeah. And Shantae, we got to remember it's not
Yeah, Shantae's gonna be in the building, y'all. She's gonna be hosting right along with Anna, so it's gonna be good.
She's much more into the host thing than I am. So
it's gonna be good.
Yes. So
and you know what's funny is there's gonna be a lot of people who watch your guys' shows gonna be there, that people I know. So they're supposed to be stopping by for this party. So it's gonna be a pretty big thing.
Wow. Cool. But we got a show next week.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
All right, everybody. This is it.
Okay.
Anna's Global History Radio.
There we go. Okay.
We are out.
Bye.